Welcome back to another episode of Phenomenal Women of 2025. Tonight, it's about health. I've been trying to interview this woman for a very long time. She was very hesitant to say yes, but this award is so deserving of all the amazing work that she does here in Guyana. And you may also know her from something else. We're gonna get into that. But tonight, it's all about Dr. Ariane Mangar. Ariane.
Hello. Nice to see you.
I cannot believe I got you to do this.
Oh my God, I can't believe that I'm doing this.
So this year's pick for health, Phenomenal Woman of 2025 in the health category. How does it feel?
Surreal. Like I can pinch myself. Definitely not what I'd expect. So yeah, definitely.
But I know
Surprising.
you know, I hope you know it's well deserving.
So people say
We're gonna get into that to discuss more about your career and what it is that you do and the important job that you do here in Guyana. But first, let's get started at the beginning. Tell us about Ariane, the child.
I came from very humble beginnings. You know, I lived with my mother, single parents. It was just me and her plowing through life. I would have written common entrance in a teen.
So before you get to that, let's go back to your mom. I know that you said you were raised by a single parent.
Yes.
So tell us about what life was like. I know that you said that you guys plowed through life, but I know your mom had a huge influence on you as a young girl and now as an adult. So tell us about that.
Oh, definitely. I would have seen my mother work her way up from a clerk at the Ministry of Health to an accountant with the IDB. And I would have seen her, you know, go to TI, go to UG, and really, you know, try to make a difference in her life and by extension, our lives. So, you know, that would have given me the impetus to ensure that I do this too.
Okay, so you saw your mom working hard. You saw your mom plowing through life. You saw your mom working these various jobs. You know, what kind of influence did that, you know, have on you wanting to take a career or wanting to go down a certain path?
It told me that in order to be successful, I have to work hard. It taught me that time is important. I'm always on time for anything. She also taught me how to be a good person, how to be a good human being, you know, and just that you got to work hard. And when you work hard, you get results.
Absolutely.
You know, so it really showed me that put in the work now, the rewards will come later.
Okay, so we'll talk about the rewards later, but we want to know, you went to Saints and in fourth form, you chose the science stream. So what sparked your interest in pursuing that route?
My mother.
So what did she say to you to make you want to go down the science route?
She said, girl, they got too many accountants out there, too many people doing business. Try science and see where it takes you. You know, try something different.
And did you ever regret that decision?
No. No.
So when you decided to take this stream or to follow this stream in fourth form, did you know right away, like, maybe this actually might be for me, this might be the path that I want to take for the rest of my life?
Well, you know, when I went into science, I thought computer science. You know, maybe I'll be a techie.
Right.
Do computer science. At the time, the internet was now getting on. In Guyana, you had ICQ and MSN Messenger now coming about, and Guyana now had dial-up.
Right.
But it, you know, I decided, yes, let me do computer science. This is probably what I'll do. But then fate and the universe said, maybe you should go in a different direction.
Right.
And I would have met one of my mother's friends from high school who became the head of disability and rehab for Guyana, Dr. Barbara Lawrence. And when I met her, she asked me, you know, what do you want to do with your life?
Yeah.
We want to.
Right.
And she said, you ever heard about physiotherapy? I said, I just know this man who's run out on the field for cricket because I'm an avid cricket fan.
Right.
And she said, I was going to read about it and, you know, I'll contact you or you could reach out back to me. So I did. I went and read up. Then you had to read real books.
A lot of books too, I'm sure. Right.
Yes,
right.
Because the internet was not as, it didn't have all the information.
And there was no chat GPT back then, for sure.
Definitely no chat
right,
GPT.
Right.
Yes, I found what I could, the definition of physiotherapy and what they did. So then she called me back subsequently. You know, I lost track, and out of the blue, she called me back and she said, come in, and if you're interested, we can work out a scholarship for you.
Look at life, boy.
Physiotherapy, seriously. And I started off as a trainee at the Georgetown Hospital. Same time I applied at the University of West Indies to do it, and I got in, and this is me now.
So you started working in physiotherapy at 21. So tell us what that was like, because at 21, I think a lot of us are still very immature, not knowing what we want to do even at that age. And you started your career in physiotherapy at such a young age. So tell us about that experience.
It was amazing, you know, being able to work and earn your own money.
Especially at 21 too, right?
And but it was pretty good. The discipline I had garnered while I was at UWI working at the various institutions there during my internships it prepared me well to come home here to Guyana. At the time when I came home, Guyana only had 5 physiotherapists.
That's crazy.
Right?
So what's the amount like today? Do you know?
Yes, it's 68 in the public system.
Okay.
And the university would have graduated almost 100.
Wow.
Physiotherapists.
Fantastic.
Yes. So.
But 21 and being one of, you said 5?
6, yes.
6 at a time. Wow.
Yeah, so that was us. You know what really sparked my drive to do well and it really showed me that I could really accomplish a lot. I met a doctor there on the wards. Then Ghana didn't have much doctors.
Right.
And Dr. Ford said to me, you know, you're young now. And that was when you really got to work hard and make your name. Because people will always remember you if you work hard and you do a good job.
Absolutely.
And I never forgot that. So that became my mantra. Just work hard.
Work hard and prove yourself.
Yes.
And so you've done, and that's why you're here today with us. So tell us about GDF. I've known you for quite some time, but I had never heard that you had some sort of dealings with the GDF. Did you work at the GDF?
Yes, I was a forced physiotherapist at the GDF.
So what was that like?
It's pretty cool, pretty amazing. Just what I needed at the time.
What do you mean by that?
I'd worked at the Ministry of Health for 7 years, and then I decided, I needed a break up my monotony. So I went on to work for the GDF.
So present job, you're now the Director of Disability and Rehabilitation Services at the Ministry of Health.
Yes.
I mean, Ariane, when we did the pre-interview, I learned so much more about you, and to know that you've accomplished all of these things in such a short period of time too is amazing. Dr. Mangar, the fact that you are in such a leading position within the health industry in our country is fantastic. But tell us what your position is like now, what you're responsible for. I know there's probably a ton of stuff to talk about, but you could probably just summarize for us.
Well, at the Ministry of Health, I'm responsible for 7 programs or 6 programs that fall under me, such as audiology. So we provide free hearing aids to persons all across the country. We do physiotherapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy. We have prosthesis and orthotics, where we do prosthetic limbs for persons who would have lost or had an amputated limb.
Right.
So we do that. That's pretty cool. We have a home in Mahika called the Cheshire Home that we have severely disabled persons live in there. There's the Tolmareed Center that offer children physiotherapy and rehabilitative services with daycare, dorm, all these things that we do. And it doesn't end there because we have about 35 areas throughout the country that provide services.
And you oversee all of these?
Yes.
So what makes you so proud of yourself, or what makes you happy about your job? What's your favorite part about your job?
I just like to see growth. And it's like, you have a child and you come in, the child comes, and at the beginning, it doesn't move, and then eventually you get to see it move, and with the movement, you see growth.
Right.
And the growth that I've seen, as I told you, 23 years ago, when I started as a physiotherapy therapist, there were only 6 of us.
Right.
Now there's 66 of us.
Amazing.
So that's growth. That's exponential growth, right?
Mm-hmm. Are you hoping this interview inspires others to perhaps look into the career of physiotherapy?
Yes, yes. And from there, we had occupational therapists. We had none of that before. We had no local speech therapists, and we have, those now. So just seeing, the expansion of the services and how many people we've been able to help, that alone drives me. So
tell us about your growth, personally and professionally speaking, from starting out at physiotherapy at 21 to Dr. Ariane Mangar now.
I've grown beyond, what I ever thought I could grow. I think I've accomplished so much personally that sometimes I ask myself, how, when did this happen?
Right.
So I think personally, I feel as though my growth has helped me to grow other things, So with that, I find great satisfaction.
So speaking of other things, some people know this, some people may not know this. People our age know this for sure. You know what I'm going to bring up right now, right?
Of course.
GT Vibes! So back in the day, it was gtvibes.com.
Yes.
Do you still have?
Yes, I still have the .com.
Okay, all right. So gtvibes.com. Now you are on Instagram as GT Vibes.
Yes.
You are Miss GT Vibes. If y'all didn't know, this is who GT Vibes is, right? Over 40,000 followers on the page.
Yes.
Every day we check in with GT Vibes. What's going on? What's happening around the country? It's quite interesting though, Ariane. I mean, how did GT Vibes come about, 1? And 2, how have you amassed over 40,000 followers, not showing a face of the person behind GT Vibes?
Because, for one, when I came back 23 years ago, you're immigrated.
Right.
And you know that you got to find a niche. You got to find something to do to keep you occupied so you don't get in mischief.
Right.
So I decided, you know what? Let me start this thing where I'll go to parties, take pictures, and post it online.
So, and this is how it started too. It started as a party thing where you would go to different parties, like if there was something at Palm Court, back in the day, like Night Flight or wherever else, Mojos. Take pictures, any concerts, take the pictures, and then post it of people. So you are now forced to go, and this was before we had cameras on our phones.
Yeah.
So you're forced to go to GT Vibes to say like, oh, look my picture there.
Correct.
Right.
And not only that, it came long before Instagram. I think had I been in North America, I would have been a billionaire. They would have bought me out.
Yes, for sure.
And I would have been, but no, it definitely was something way before its time. And something I still, people tell me how amazing it is.
It is.
Let me give you this story. On Saturday, I went to pick up my daughter from lessons, and she brought her friend to the car. She said, he wants to meet you because he loves GT Vibes. I'm getting young followers.
That's how you know you've made it in life. When a young person or a young follower is like, yeah, I know who you are. It's like, yeah, that's who I want to reach out to, actually.
Yes, because he was like, he didn't know, but when he likes the page, he's always on it, and he was telling the other kids in there, no, that's Malia's mother's page. I'm like,
but it's hilarious.
Yes.
It's crazy. So what keeps you passionate about it, though? I mean, it's been so many years, have passed, but you're still, every day we're seeing updates from GT Vibes.
It's like a baby, much like my rehab services. I've nurtured it, and it's grown, and it's grown so much that sometimes, I guess it's a part of me, and it's the fun part to me.
Right.
The part where I get
the vibes part of you.
Yes, where I get to put things out that I really can't put anywhere else.
So do you run it by yourself, or do you have any, wow. How do you have time for all of this?
I wake up at 4.
Oh, yeah, you do. You have said that to me. You just wake up earlier, get the day done, get the day going earlier.
Wake up at 4, read all the papers, read different things, post, go to gym. Yeah.
This is why you're so successful now. Get up at 4 o'clock. So do you think you're going to keep it going for a long time? What's the plan for GT Vibes? Because eventually, I mean, change is constant. So what's next for it?
There've been a few offers to buy it. So, we're considering. Well,
would you sell it?
Yeah. At this point in time, and find something else to do.
Right.
Yeah, at 4.
Well, speaking of something else to do, this is crazy. I knew this about you, but I think I had forgotten this very important detail about your life. You're also a lecturer at the University of Guyana. I don't know how you have time to do all of this, but first of all, why are you a lecturer at UG? How do you have time to do all of this? And why is it so important for you? I'm assuming one of the reasons is to give back. Yeah. But why is it so important for you to give back?
Young people keep me young.
That's a very good point.
Because once you lecture, you got to read. And you got to read what's current. You got to read what's out there. So it keeps you sharp.
Right. And especially in your profession.
Yes. It keeps you sharp, keeps you knowing what's the current trends, what's happening in the physio rehab world. So you got to be sharp because these kids have ChatGPT, so they're sharper now.
Right.
So you got to be ahead of ChatGPT for them. So
do you enjoy teaching?
Love it. Love it. It's my best 4 hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
So it's 4 hours each Tuesday and Thursday?
Yeah.
So you did mention the fact that you have a daughter, Malia.
Yeah.
She's fantastic.
Really?
She's a beautiful young lady. She is. She's very well-rounded. She's very respectable. She's very nice. She's very sweet. Tell us about motherhood. I know that your daughter is your everything, but tell us about motherhood from your perspective.
Motherhood changed my life,
Same.
You really become serious then. And I was told that when I had her, I became too serious and too focused. And I don't know, the person who said that to me, made me feel like that was a bad thing. But in retrospect, it's the best thing that's ever happened because everything that's happened in my life, like the bigger things, has happened since I've had my daughter. Like I went back to school 3 times, back in school again a 4th time. Like lecturing, I worked with West Indies. All these things that have happened to me, like the great things really happened to me after I would have had her.
The Phenomenal Women program came to fruition after I gave birth to Callie in 2021. So I understand completely. I empathize with you. I get it. I think most mothers listening today understand exactly what you're saying. The purpose is just much bigger.
Correct.
Yeah. And you realize
purpose driven.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you realize and you realize that life is so much bigger than what you thought it was previously.
Correct.
It's crazy how this little being
could change your whole life, your perspective, and everything in it.
Right.
It's very humbling.
It really is. Humbling. You've also represented Guyana on the world stage many a times. You just said that you just came back from Guatemala. We've seen you speak at the UN. Is there a moment that stands out that you can reflect on and share those details with us today?
I think the first time I went to the World Health Organization.
Where was this?
In Switzerland. I had written a piece that they put in a magazine and they invited me to come. And I think the awe of the whole situation, it's grand.
Was surreal.
Yes. Like pinch me, like how did I get here kind of thing. And I constantly have to fight off that imposter syndrome. Like, do I really deserve to be here? But I think, I hope that I do well enough to earn my seat at the table.
It's crazy that you brought up imposter syndrome. I think a lot of us sometimes, especially women in business or, in different environments, we often deal with that. We often fight through those fears.
Yeah.
The imposter syndrome. How do you what do you tell yourself to get through it? What would you say to someone who feels the way exactly how you're describing? What would you tell them?
Well, you know what I did this year? I went to a women in leadership course.
Nice.
In Miami at the University of the West Indies to meet other women, to hear how they also deal with it. And it's real. Mm-hmm. You know, like you get there. You remember, I'm this little girl, come from nothing. And to be here with these was like, you know, how did you get here? You know, like, it's surreal. It's like you can't come to grips with it.
You can't fathom it. Yes,
sometime. And because of that, you keep questioning yourself. Do you really deserve this seat at the table? You know, are you sure you know what you're saying? You know, but I did that earlier this year to kind of help me to deal with that.
All right, so we have one final section called Phenomenally You. Yeah. It's a quick fire section. It's very quick. Don't overthink it. We just want you to just answer the first thing that comes to mind. So are you ready to get started?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So if you weren't working in your current career, what would you be doing?
Computer science.
I was just going to say.
GT5s.
Fair enough. You would have been a billionaire in another location.
Quite possibly.
What's your go-to way to reset or recharge?
Gym. Mm-hmm. Yeah, take a walk in the park.
Fresh air.
Definitely.
Agreed.
The universe out there is the earth grounds you back to your natural self. So it's always, you know, a walk with no distraction, no phone. Mm-hmm. You'll be surprised what comes to your mind in that time.
And how well you're able to clear it as well, too.
Yes. And then, you know, and always remember your problem today, just go away tomorrow.
Hopefully. What's one thing every woman should remind herself of daily?
That you're strong, you're beautiful, and you deserve to be where you are.
Well said, Ariane. And then finally, finish this sentence for us. A phenomenal woman is...
well put together.
I like the well put together today. Thank you, Ariane, Dr. Ariane Mangar. This has been amazing. I learned a lot about you today.
Thank you, Michaela. I don't think they'll recognize me.
That's exactly what we wanted. Our phenomenal woman of health, 2025, well-deserved. And you're extremely humble, and we love you for it.
Thank you very much.
And I'm excited to see where, you know, your career path takes you and how much good you're going to do for our country.
Thank you for having me. This, you know, had it been any other host, I would not have agreed. But
that means a lot to me. I feel very humbled for you saying that.
For allowing me to say more than I'd say about myself at any time.
I know that about you. We know that about you. Those that know you know that about yourself. So we're extremely proud and excited to see what's in store for us to watch.
Yes. Thank you very much, Michaela. And you two are quite phenomenal.
Thank you so much. So our 2025 phenomenal woman of the category in health, Dr. Ariane Mangar. Thank you so much for agreeing to be our phenomenal woman of 2025 in the health category. And then you have something else, Compliments of King's Jewelry World for you. So, health, we did it, we made it.
Merry Christmas! Tamika Guyana, bring some lights to brighten up the place.
Chris, these are some nice lights, girl. Wow, nice. We gotta make sure we don't overload this socket though. We don't want no fire this Christmas.
Can your pad flex with you without shifting? Always Flex Foam can. It's the only pad made with a flexible foam core with new and improved wings that fit securely for up to 0 bunching and 0 leaks. Can your pad do that? See what foam can do for you.